4 that we've got up here. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to find the sum of the roots. Now, here are the factors, and each root can be written as like this. 2, 3 from the second bracket. The third bracket is x equals negative a half. And the next bracket is x equals a half. Now, obviously, if we add all those together, we end up with 5. So the sum is 5. The product is to multiply all those together. So we're going to do 2 times 3, which is 6, times it by -1 and -1 and divide it by 4, because you've got the 2 times 2. So it becomes -6 divided by 4. Now, how could we have got those numbers without knowing these 4 roots? Well, we're going to take this -20 here. We're going to divide it by 4. And this will give me -20 divided by 4. And it gives me obviously -5. But if I put a negative in front, it gives me a 5. And so that gives me the sum. And for the product, all we're going to do is take this -6 and divide it by that 4 again. So we're going to have -6 divided by 4. So we've put a negative in front of this number here. The coefficient of the order, take away 1, and we've taken this without putting a negative. So just keep that in mind, and let's have a look at what happens when we add 1 more to the order. So here we've got the order as now 5. And what we're going to do is we're going to take the same roots. Now, actually, you can flick back on the video, but they're the same roots I had before. And the sum of those roots was 5. And add 1 more root, which is 4. So we've got the sum, which is previously 5. Add this one here, which is 4. The sum is now 9. Now, let's see how we could have got that. We would have gone negative and then take this number here, -36, divide it by that 4 for the A number here. And what do we get? We get 9. So again, we have that negative there at the front. Now let's go on to the product. And what we did before with the product is we multiplied them all together, which gave us -6 over 4. And then we're going to times it by 4 here for the last one. So it's going to give me -6. Now, what we did before is we took this 24, or the number at the end here, and we divided by 4. And that's going to give us 6. But here we've got a -6. We're not making these rules up, but we're going to make it -24 over 4 to give me -6. Now, why did I put a negative in front here, but I didn't put a negative in front here? Well, the reason is these rules change slightly. So anytime when I've got an even number, the product will just be left without negating it. So we just took the -6 and divided by 4. However, when I have an odd power, so if it's the power of 5 or 3 or 7, obviously, then we put the negative sign in. So odd, put the negative sign in. But with the sum, it never changes. We always negate the sum. And those are the 2 rules that we need to know.